Hello and thanks again for joining me for another Starfield video. So today I'm going to be showing you how we can find a ship called the UC Econohaul, which is a freighter. It's only a Class A ship, but it's a good early game ship. We are only level 5 in this video on this particular save. What you will need for this is you will need at least 1 point in security and a couple of digipicks. So there's a couple of reasons that I'm doing this. There's a lot of people showing you how to get high-end ships and late game ships, but this is going to be a nice easy one that we're going to be able to get right at the start of the game, and it's going to be a bit of an improvement on the frontier. And it is a freighter. It can carry just over 2.5k of cargo. Now, in order to find this, it's going to be different for everybody. You're going to need to search, and I've already done a bit of searching, but it is going to be different for everybody. You're going to need to find an industrial outpost, and I'm just going to, let me just go back here for a bit. So we don't want a science outpost or a civilian outpost. Now there's an industrial outpost here, but we're not after that icon. Okay. So the best thing to do, and I've had the best luck on I've had them on rock, barren, and ice moons and planets. So the best thing that you're going to want to do, well, there's two ways to go around this. One of them is to just go and have a look. And there's one there. That's the icon we want. And let's see. There was another one around here somewhere. Yep, like that one. Yeah, that's the same icon, but that is not what we're looking for. We're looking for an industrial outpost, not a deserted anything, but an industrial outpost. This is an ice planet. So if you are having trouble finding one, it's not always going to be on this moon. It's going to be different for everybody. So I've had other playthroughs on a different character where I have found this exact same ship with this same outpost on one planet, and then on a different character, that planet has had no outpost on it at all. So we're going to jump over there and we're going to land. May as well give it a quick scan while we're here. Alright, so we have our autosave settings just set to the default that they were already at before I started up the game at all. And so what should happen is once you land, when we hop out, it should do an autosave, and that's going to be handy. So with these industrial outposts, see now as I exit the ship, up in the top right hand corner you'll see it's autosaving. Okay, when we land, we're going to want to bring out our scanner and figure out where it is. There it is there. Now, ideally you want an industrial outpost that you can see clearly from where you land. Now, if I jump, I can see it. There are a few different layouts of outposts, and I have found this ship at different layouts of outposts. But this particular outpost, it has these big tanks, and we'll have a closer look later on. It has these big tanks there, and wide open space around it seems to be what I've had the most luck with. Now I can see that the ship that I want is not actually there. It'll usually spawn about there. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back and we're going to reload that autosave. And so for you particularly, there may not be an industrial outpost on this particular moon. You may have to keep looking. I'm just going to jump up over the ridge. I can see that there's still no ship there. Wait a minute. There is a ship there. And that is not the ship that I want though. So there are 2 ships that'll spawn here. One of them is that one, which is a UC Discoverer, which is not much different. It's a little bit different, but not much different to the Frontier. So we're going to load in again. Now, another way of finding one of these industrial outposts is by using the mission boards. And I have done a separate video on the mission boards. I do show you where all the main non-faction mission boards are in the various cities and that. I've still got no spawn there, so I'm just going to reload. So if you go to those mission boards, and you're going to want to look for a mission where you are going to transport workers to an industrial outpost, and that should take you to one. Now, mind you, that can take a bit of searching as well. You're not going to find that job every single time. You may need to travel around to some different mission boards, or maybe even do a few missions before that'll come up. That is all going to be pot luck, but that is 2 ways now of finding an outpost. And there we go. So we've done a few reloads. That's the ship that I'm after. I can tell by the shape. So let's go up there. And we'll have a look at it. And then we'll jump on and we'll take it. And there's no repercussions for this. There's not going to be any fights for it. We're just going to need to unlock the hatch. And it's our ship. So we'll have a look, and I'll show you the layout of the outpost as well. So there are different layouts of outposts. Some of them the ship will spawn on the other side. But this layout here has these big silver tanks. This is what, I'm not saying that they won't spawn at the other ones, but this is the sort of layout that I've had the most luck with. Okay, so here's our new ship. This is the UC Econohaul. It's quite large. So we're going to run up here. And we're going to unlock it. Let me see, what do we got here? Let's have a look. Maybe that one. And this one. That looks like that'll work. Okay. Okay, so that one and this one. Alrighty, and your lock are going to be different as well, obviously. Once you're inside, we're just going to climb up the ladder. And we're just going to go straight through to the cockpit. Straight in. And we're just going to take a seat in the pilot seat. Okay. Hit tab and we'll take a look. Alright, so this is our ship. As we can see, it has a better reactor, has better engines, better shield, better grav drive than the Frontier. It doesn't have any missiles. It does have particle beam weapons, which are pretty good, and does have one. It only has the one cannon. Now, let's have a look. It has space for 3 crew, so that's an improvement. It carries more fuel and 2,660 k's of cargo. So I'm going to make that our home ship. Now, it will cost you about 10k, just under 10k to to register it, which I am going to do. You don't need to register it. The only reason you need to register a ship is if you want to sell it or if you want to modify it. And I will be modifying this later on. I'm going to be using this ship in another video that I'm currently working on. So I figured I may as well do a video showing you how to get your hands on this ship. And you can get this ship, as you've seen, at level 5. You know, all I've really done is, I've done one small step. And I have done the this first Vanguard mission where you do the exam and we do the piloting simulator. That's all I've really done. We're level 5 and we've got ourselves a nicely improved ship. So there you go. I mean, that's how you find it. It will take a little bit of time trying to find the industrial outpost. So if you don't have any luck finding one manually, then try the mission boards. Let me know how you go with that down in the comments below. But that is going to do it for this video. So if you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, then please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.